I've actually watched John Pallotta transform students from beginners to pretty much professional actors. Nothing is promised. He just goes in there and get 100%, and I can see the transition. A lot of these cast members went on, and they're still cast members, but went on to pretty good projects out there.
It has had a absolute phenomenal effect on my personal career in terms of I unquestionably know when I step in front of a camera, based on what I learned in John's class, I know what I'm doing.
John is absolutely fantastic. Knowing that, even more importantly, that you can take direction and know that if you're going one way and somebody says flip it completely around and you can connect to that, it's gold. And that's what John does. That's the whisperer part that John does so well. He's been I can't tell you how much I admire him and respect him.
He teaches in New York, DC,
Oh yeah.
Chicago, Boston. He's going international now. He's going to be teaching for Bollywood. He's going to be in Ghana. I hear he's going to be in Puerto Rico. I kind of want to go. I speak Spanish. I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm just saying. And without further ado, we have the man of the hour, New York City master teacher, John Pallotta, the actor whisperer.
Thank you. How are you? Lovely, thank you. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming.
I have to say, it's an honor to have the acting coach of the stars, because you have coached Emmy Award winning and nominated and Academy Award winning and nominated actors.
Well, you know, the thing is, if you live in New York, as I do, chances are you're going to, and you teach, you're going to cross paths with Emmy Award winners, Golden Globe. My own sister's an Academy Award nominee for a movie called My Architect. So if you do something that's a little bit different and your people are succeeding, they will come, they will call. But I'm fortunate enough to coach some celebrities here in New York and Chicago, and I also have corporate contracts and government contracts, and I coach some heavy hitters, which I'm very happy.
Tell me, why do they call you the actor whisperer?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. When I studied with Lee Strasberg, he believed that it wasn't about acting, it was about the human condition. The problem with everybody is they spend a lot of money on acting lessons where you should spend money on learning about yourself. You know, and I think Lee believed that, and in my own words, in my book, I mean, he had his own philosophy, but my own philosophy, which I believe based on his, that acting is a state of mind. It is about innocence, imagination, and vulnerability. It's about practicing the potential qualities you were born with as a child. The problem is everybody thinks about acting. I don't think about acting, I think about the human condition. And that's the difference. When you think about objective, I think about purpose. I just apply human condition to my everything I do. When I'm reading a script, it's how would I be in that thing. But you asked about how I came to be called the actor whisperer.
Of course, I know because I've taken your class, but for the benefit of new students here today and viewers at home.
Yeah, sometimes on set, you know, there are kids. I recently did, actually about 2 years ago when that term whisperer first came up, I was doing a movie about rape. And I'm in the girl's face, inside of her mentally, and telling her where the parts of the body are, and the birds and the bees, and what is happening. You know, and 20 feet away from that is a little kid. So I can't be talking out loud. And what I tell you in your scene is different than what I tell, you know, someone else. Like, who here is a brand new actor? Anybody? You may not understand why I'm telling her, you know, something personal, you know, about a female part. you may find it disgusting. But meanwhile, she is an advanced actor, may, understand why I'm doing it. So I don't want you to hear it because you may like, why is he talking about? That's not acting, because you're not there yet. But if I say to you, there's a part of body inside of you, go there. Because when you're on a movie set, Anthony and I are, where's Anthony? We're doing a movie right now in New York. He's the producer, and I'm the casting director, called Touch. And there's a lot of big people watching it, or possibly hopping on board where, there's a, I don't know, it could be a $1.75 million budget. And you have to be where you have to be, and it is the real world. We live in a real world, where budgets are 1.2, 3. I'm working on a $5 million film right now where I'm the on-set coach. There's a producer writing checks. And if you're not up where you got to be, you're out. So there's a real world out there, and I'm fortunate enough and happy enough to, coach on those sets. I've coached on Law and Order. I've coached at the Carrie Diaries. I've coached in a lot of sets. I recently coached, what's the name of the actor? Josh Murray in Taxi Brooklyn. He's an actor from here. Coached another actor from here in The Good Wife, Johnny Alonso from your area. I coached him in The Good Wife, and I think now he's doing some other stuff in New York and D.C. But I prefer to keep it personal and close. So anyway, when I was doing this set on rape, this movie on rape, I was in this girl's face, personal, and mainly because I didn't want everyone to hear what I'm telling her. And what I'm telling someone who's playing the suspect is different than what I'm telling the girl that's playing the victim. So, I prefer, everybody's different. So, there was a reporter on the set, and the girl, every time I spoke to her, would just do 100 times better, and the reporter just said, "You're the actor whisperer." I'm like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm just doing what I do. I don't, reality is, I consider myself no different than any other acting teacher. I live in the most competitive city in the world, New York. Next to me and on the right side and the left side of me are, the best of the best of the best. And I have to be on top of my game. You as actors have to be on top of your game. And reality is, this is Virginia. It's a changing, growing city. You're going from theater to film and television, and over the course of the next couple of years, there'll be a lot of New York City acting teachers coming their way here. I'm the first one to step foot and plant myself in this city, get on the train, have a drink, and fall asleep, and wake up in D.C. I'm serious. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, and then you have Tom Todoroff, another brilliant master teacher. You got Jen Lederer, brilliant master teacher. They're all gonna find their way here because these are the best of the best. In New York, you have a million actors, and D.C., Virginia, the whole this is part of the DMV area. You have more actors than you have in New York. So they will be coming down, and this will be part of your education. You are all actors. You're all businessmen. I am an actor. I'm an acting teacher. I'm a business. I have to be on top of my game. I always have to offer the best. I have new classes now, which are on-set location classes in New York. So my students step into class. They're not stepping into class. They're stepping into on-set. Tell me, what are you going to be doing?
Tonight, I think I want to go back and deal with a piece that is very close to my heart. The name of the piece is called Fitting In.
Okay, this is something you've done before for me?
Yes.
What is happening here?
Okay, so what is happening is this woman is struggling with fitting into society. She doesn't know where her place is.
Okay.
And so there's a bunch of confusion and conflict that she's dealing with.
I mean,
She just wants to fit in.
to some extent to another, I mean, you're a woman in your 20s. You know, we all want to fit in.
Right.
You know, and it's not just a matter of fitting in. There's a lot of other things in our life that are going on, not just fitting in. There's love, romance, marriage, divorce, all these things that escalate into the fitting in scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you take it to the Anthony camera, since you know that camera. So you know, hold that. Find, you know, when I say your eye line, you know what your eye line is? That intimacy level. See that little thing sticking out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take it there. Focus. We got a lot going on in there. That's her. Hit by a car, dead. Can I have you hold her?
Mm-hmm.
Everything you've got. You're walking into a funeral parlor. She's there. Everything you've got. Now go.
I have tried
She's not
so
back.
hard to fit in. I've tried
Don't.
everything. I've tried
See
to
your
change.
daughter.
I changed my tongue. I changed the color of my hair. I changed the color of my skin. I would just to fit in. I'm so tired. I'm tired.
Go. Don't
I'm
let them go after her.
I'm
Go after her.
outside. I'm so tired. I'm
Love,
sitting on the outside.
stop. It's happening here. But can I tell you something? If the casting directors were going to cast you for your lips alone and your mouth, fine. But they're looking at the entire instrument as an actor. The problem with most actors is they just act from here. They're not going to cast just your face. The whole body has to go towards that. Your whole body has got to be acting. That's the problem why actors don't get cast. Because they think they like my headshot. No. They want to see that whole body go towards what I told you. The whole body must be acting. You now do the whole thing over again, but everything. You're standing like this. Would you stand like this to what I told you? I only say this because you know how many phone calls I got today? People wanted to go up. You're going up in front of $3 million. 3 million people. Nail it, please. The whole body must be acting. Not just the mouth standing in a posed position.
I have tried so hard to fit in. I tried everything. I changed my walk. I corrected my talk. I changed the color of my hair. I changed the color of my eyes. I changed the color of my skin. I wanted just to fit in. I'm so tired. I'm tired of being on the outside. I'm pegged. I'm labeled. And I'm sent out into the world to do what?
All right, now, have the camera this one. Without these two guys here, that same emotion, intensity, you drop the theater. I'll hold on to this. Good. On set, you wouldn't be holding the shit. Neither would I. Bring the real world back. What I told you. Remember, the camera's close up. It's probably this up here. So you can't go like this. You can't go like this. You can't go like this. That was real before, but now there's cinematic realism, which is this. Right now, go.
I have tried so hard to fit in. I've tried everything.
Your mark is there.
I've changed my walk. I corrected my talk. I changed the color of my hair.
All right.
I changed the color of my skin. I win.
All right. Only because we only have 40 minutes.